Hi everyone, it is time to check out the Israeli entry for Eurovision 2019, and today my expectations are a little bit higher because Israel are obviously the hosts this year. And you kind of always want the hosts to kind of perform since they perform at their own home, let's say. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. That opening might be the most captivating one I've heard so far from this selection. Whoa! Like, did you hear how airy his voice was? It was so open and just really everything just surrounded the entire sound stage, let's say. I can hug the water when it snows. Okay. I feel the sun upon my skin, and I am someone. His voice is so strikingly deep. There is so much character in this voice. It works so well with the laid-back piano that is so stripped down and lonely in a sense. The backing vocals just spread out all over the soundstage here. Counting down the minutes from the ticking clock. I like how they're kind of like in a whispery style. They're so open. It's great use of harmony. The vocal arrangement is great. Okay, building up some energy here in the piano. We'll get some strings as well to really fill out that. Okay, the chords switch up. That's great. Okay, drums. There's not a lot of impact here. Okay, I like the concept of this, but the impact on the drums are not quite enough to match his voice. What a voice, and what a flow in the song. Okay, good job, Israel. I'm a big fan here. I'm actually a really big fan. From a songwriting perspective, this song feels so sincere and so true in a sense. The instrumental is so stripped down that they just allow all of the focus to lie on the vocalist here, which is such a great idea to just use, because his voice is among the greatest in this year's selection for sure. There is so much control in it that he can play around a lot with the notes. He can intonate in a very distinctive and different way. It's quite impressive, really. Really just enjoying the whole thing from his vocal side of things, because he really lets out this completely airy and warm sound from his voice that just fills the soundstage. I mean, as I said, the instrumental is so stripped back, and usually that doesn't really work for me. I need something interesting to keep happening in the instrumental, but in this song, the vocals take that responsibility from the instrumental. The instrumental doesn't have to be grander because the vocals do so many things. They play around with harmonies, they layer on each other. The backing vocals, just like the first time they kicked in, they covered the entire sound space with, just the panning. We have some voices on the right ear, we have some voices on the left ear. and these voices just really doing these open notes that really give off that warm resonance all the way through, all the way around the soundstage. And it just worked so well because it kept it interesting without actually doing something interesting in the instrumental side of things. And I absolutely love that. When they went further into the song, because they kind of had to add something different, since the vocals can't do everything in a song. I mean, you're only allowed to be, what, 5 people on stage? They can't keep adding new things all the way throughout with backing vocals and such. But when they added the instrumental, like the additional instrumental, they added the strings, which worked great. They kept themselves in the low end with a really warm tone in them that really just filled out the gap in the lower frequencies. But then the drums come in. The drums are kind of lacking in impact. I see what they're doing with the arrangement. They try to keep the drums quite in the back, but still being this building force on the percussive side of things. But it just didn't come across with enough of a strike, in my opinion. There was a lack of the dynamics shown in the drums. They could have been more polished and come in with a greater force that would have just completely captivated the entire soundstage of the song if they could have matched it with some additional inputs from the strings. Just a little bit of lost potential in this part of the song, I feel. But still, nothing should be taken away from the vocals, what they're doing in the song. And if this can be performed exceptionally well live, this could be one of these really big arena experiences where you're just taken over by this voice. And I'm really looking forward to see if that's going to happen or not. I'm having my fingers crossed on this pulling off a great live performance, because it has a lot of potential to just be this really captivating experience for 3 minutes. The instrumental is not what does it for the song, because the instrumental is so forgettable, let's say. It doesn't carry anything that is actually noteworthy, but the vocals definitely do. And the vocals can definitely make sure that this song becomes a poignant experience and really stands out. That's my thoughts on this one. What do you think of this song? Tell me in the comments below. And other than that, I will see you next time when we get into the Italian entry. And as you know, my history with Italian entries is pretty positive, so let's see what happens in that one. Take care of yourselves until next time, and bye-bye.